cloudy with a lot of weather warnings today. Actually, if you look further north, you can see all the snows and the mountains are starting to come in. That's kind of cool. And what did I read today? I guess this first one was kind of interesting in a good way. In terms of people using drones for cinematography purposes, it allows you to capture stuff you couldn't before because things like helicopters were just way too expensive. So this one here, it says drones, viral videos help nature thrive after 40 years. So it's basically for a TV show, I believe. 4 years ago, the programmers at PBS were eager to experiment, so they took a chance and started a new series on animal behavior in the wild called Nature. The show featured hour-long documentaries from natural landscapes all around the world and at first didn't even have narration. Nature is celebrating its anniversary this season, which includes an extended look at the Rocky Mountains, American horses, a close examination of bees, and of course some adorable penguins. Now they talk about the evolution of the show, how it started with only one person, but I think this one was kind of the most interesting one for me when I read it, just in terms of using things like a drone. It says when HD came, it was like, whoa, all of a sudden you saw the details that you didn't see before. So that was a big difference. Lenses have gotten better, more diversified. That's a big difference. Drones. Years ago, if you wanted to get an aerial, you had to hire a helicopter at $400 an hour and pay for the fuel and an operator. And just pray that you can get everything you want in an hour. That was like a big deal. Now you put up a drone, one person flies a drone, rock steady shot. It really allows you to see a landscape, gives you a new perspective on animals and places. But I think one of the single most important development is that wildlife films, behavior, little snippets have become so viral on social media. I mean, they're fun and they're dramatic and they're exciting. Great example of people using a cinematography drone where ordinarily you'd have to go through some kind of helicopter service, $400 an hour, and this you can just do it with one person, fly it around, capture stuff, and get what you need. As evident too, a lot of people have accidentally captured stuff that no one else has actually seen, which helped them with studies. So for people that encourage things like over-the-top regulations, this and that, don't ever fly near like an animal, even if they're so high up in the air. Like what, those people who say flying a drone 80 meters in the air gives a whale a heart attack? I mean, to me that's ridiculous because there's so much benefit in terms of people using the tech in a perfectly fine and safe way like these, in my opinion. And with all that news about Facebook changing to Meta, wanting things like a metaverse where it's essentially VR and augmented reality, I thought this one was kind of interesting, where apparently the company Niantic, which makes and develops the game the Pokémon Go, are opening up some of their tools, I guess, to let other people use it. It says, Niantic opens Lightship platform globally, empowering developers to build their visions for the real-world metaverse. As they say here, today we're announcing the general availability for the first set of augmented reality tools from Niantic Lightship platform, enabling developers across the world to realize their visions for augmented reality and real-world metaverse. The Niantic Lightship Augmented Reality Developer Kit, or ARDK, is now available for all AR developers around the world at lightship.dev. To celebrate the launch, we're sharing a glimpse of the earliest AR applications and demo experiences from global brand partners and developer studios from across the world. And they even have some kind of funding program. It says, we're also announcing the formation of Niantic Ventures to invest in and partner with companies building the future of AR. With an initial $20 million funds, Niantic Ventures will invest in companies building applications that share our vision for the real-world metaverse and contribute to the global ecosystem we are building. So I guess they want to be the tool of choice for all developers if things like this VR and AR stuff start going more mainstream, not just people wanting to play, I guess, video games and stuff for fun as well. Now, they are known for creating the game Pokémon Go, as I mentioned, which makes you think too in terms of popularity and stuff. They actually did release another game called Harry Potter Wizards Unite, which essentially was kind of like, I don't know, I guess you could say, I never actually played it myself, but it's similar in terms of the functionalities, like say Pokemon Go, but that one they actually shut down recently, I would imagine just due to popularity, which shows you branding and stuff in terms of IP is still a big thing for stuff like this. Even for myself, I probably wouldn't be playing that Pokemon Go app if it wasn't Pokemon, funny enough, because when you think about it down to it, it's not like a revolutionary game like in terms of designs and stuff when you think about it. I am having fun with that other Pikmin game too, which they also developed, but again, to me it's more about just the IP stuff because you really enjoyed whatever the previous series was, like the main game series. See you guys later.